Welcome to this tutorial on variables and expressions in Python. For the text version of this tutorial, click on the link in the description below. And for more information, visit datascienceunlimited.tech. Let's start with a brief overview of constants. A constant is a fixed value such as a number, letter, or string of text that does not change their value. A variable is used to store data values. A variable is a place in the memory where a programmer can store data, and then later retrieve this data using the variable's name that was assigned to it. A variable is created as soon as a value is assigned to it. In other programming languages, there is a command to declare a variable and specify the type of the variable. But in Python, there is no command for declaring a variable. The variable type is declared once the variable is created. We use the variable name and set it equal to a value. Now in Python, an expression is a piece of code that evaluates to a value. An expression has an answer, such as x plus 2 in this example below, whereas a statement does something. For example, an assignment statement assigns a value to a variable and thus does something. Like this example below, sets x to the value 2. Now when it comes to naming the variable, a variable needs to have a unique name so that the variable can be called upon later in the code. We usually make it short but descriptive so that it describes what the variable is being used for. But there are some rules when naming a variable. There are 4 main rules for naming variables in Python. Firstly, we are not allowed to start a variable name with a number. You either start with a letter or an underscore character. Secondly, no non-alphanumeric characters except the underscore character is allowed in naming the variable. Thirdly, the names chosen for variables are case sensitive. In Python, a name with only lowercase letters is seen as a different name than one with only uppercase letters. Lastly, you are not allowed to use the so-called reserved words in Python. Here are the reserved words in Python. These are words that you cannot use to describe variables or any other identifier name. The reason is simply that they are used for other functions within Python. There are only 33 of these reserved words in Python, and the reserved words are case sensitive. You can memorize them if you want, but it's not necessary. They will become familiar to you very soon. Here are a few examples of variable names. As you can see, if a variable name is more than one word, the words can be separated by the underscore character, or by making the next word a capital letter. This is only for readability of the code, for you and for anyone else who needs to evaluate the code at a later stage. If you come back a while later to a specific piece of code and the variable names are not descriptive, it can be difficult to modify or debug the code. I'll now demonstrate to you how to assign a value to a variable. If you want to assign a value of say 2 to a single variable named x, we say x equals to 2, and this assigns the value of 2 to the variable x. And we can print out the value of x to verify this. We go to the terminal and we type python3 and the name of the file. This prints out the value of 2 to the terminal. Now we will have a look at assigning the same value, say 2, to multiple variables in a single line. We say x is equal to y is equal to z is equal to 2. Now if we print out x, y and z to the terminal, we will get 3 2's. As you can see there, 3 2's are printed out to the terminal. Now if we want to give a different value to x, y and z, we can do it as follows. X, y, z is equal to 2, 3, 4. Now x has the value of 2, y has the value of 3, and z has the value of 4. As you can see, 2, 3, and 4 are printed to the terminal. We can also ask the user for input and set that value equal to a variable. We use the input function, and let's for example take the name and ask the user to input its name. We say input and then what is your name? Now if we run the program, it will ask the user to enter a name, and we will enter John Doe as an example, and then the value of John Doe is set to the variable name, and we can use this later in our program. That's all for this video. Thanks for watching and stay tuned for the next tutorial. Smash that like button if you found the content insightful, and subscribe for more content just like this. And click the bell button to get notifications of new videos to stay up to date. See you in the next video.